I want to say thank you for everybody, and let's get rolling on our plans to do this seminar. My interest is to be able to talk to you about how to penetrate strangers, and those strangers are critical in your life. I will be sharing a presentation, so those of you that are on Instagram, you may not see the presentation too well because it's actually behind the screen. But more importantly, if you're on Zoom, Zoom would have helped you a lot to look at this. And I'm also live on YouTube, Real Ubong King, or just Google my name, Ubong King. You should be able to see the entire video and watch it properly. So I think those of you that are on Instagram, you can listen to me. Those of you on YouTube, you can watch it. And those of you on Zoom, you can actually watch it as we speak. And I want to say thank you for making it happen. Somebody is saying there's an echo. Please, can another person confirm whether there's an echo? Let me be sure. Let me be sure. Is there any echo anywhere? Echo from anywhere. There's no echo. Okay, there's a voice echo. No problem. Is anybody confirming echo? There is. Somebody saying clear. No echo, no echo. Thank you, Yemi. No echo. So you need to check where you are. Very well. Oh, from the Instagram, that means you are merging, you are bringing it close to your equipment. Yes, at the background. Are you using your two equipments together? You need to only use one at a time. All good, no echo, only one. You can't bring the two together, only one. Very good. Those of you on Instagram, I would love you to use your, So I'm going to be sharing my screen, the presentation I had done, and by the grace of God, this presentation would also be made available online where you can download and listen to it fully. It's going to change your life totally. These are secrets which kings and captains of industries use every now and then to enhance the kind of wealth that they have, penetration strategies, they know what to do, because sometimes you sit in the same place with somebody, you'll be wondering, how come this person succeeded at this person and then you can't get to the person? It's because they've understood the benefits and how to penetrate a stranger. So allow me to share my presentation with you, and those of you that are on, I'm sure you can see my presentation. Those of you on Zoom and on YouTube, can somebody confirm? Yes, you can see it on Zoom and on YouTube. Very good. Now, my subject is easy: penetrating the stranger. Yes, very good. I have some of my people that are here. You know, they're going to be taking down your questions and they'll be sharing with me the questions that I need to look at. But please permit me, I will not take questions now. If you have questions, please let us know, and then we'll be good to do that. Now, the first question I need to ask you is, how many of you would like to be very rich, very successful, you know, and would like to have a name that your children will be very happy? How many of you? How many of you would like to have that? You know, very good. How many of you would like to have that? Very good. You want your children to be proud of you, your children to say, that is my father, that is my mother. That is very good. I love the energy that I see here. I love everything that you're doing. You know, this is fantastic, because there is no need to come to this earth and leave a legacy that your children will not be happy about. You want to be that person which your child will say, I'm happy that you're my father, I'm happy that you're my mother. You know, those kind of things really make me happy and excite me. So it's good to have things like that and to have that kind of background coming from you, because it's the best thing that can happen to me. That my son, one day my son told me, Daddy, thank you for being my father. That almost made me cry. It made me very excited. It made me really, you know, think about it a lot. Because when your son tells you that kind of thing, you feel like a fulfilled father, like a fulfilled husband to them. Now, on the board there is one of my very most important picture in my life. And every time I show my children this picture, and I tell people that whenever you see the glory, always ask for the story. Always ask for the story. Everybody that you see that is successful today has a story, and that story is critical for whatever they do. It is very, very important that you are able to see and to really look at how the story has metamorphosed over time. It is critical that you see the picture you see there is the picture of me being held by my father, you know, and those little boys you see on that picture are actually me, not anybody else. So it is not Photoshop, that is me. My father was everything to me and he is everything to me. Now, my background is simple. I was born in 1972, and I keep telling people that that is me. I don't pretend who I'm not. 1972, I was born August 22nd. Till today, my mom still, you know, makes some comments about me. And one of those comments she says is that by the time I came out the size of a dusting powder bottle. So I was a very small smallie, you know, and she would tease me. So no matter my height or my size, she tells me that I just came out the size of a dusting powder bottle. Now, this alone really put me at a concerned state because I felt as if I didn't come out perfect. You know, I carried that kind of mindset. I'm an Akwa my proudly Nigerian. I'm the first of 9 children. And I went to Federal Government College in Janiki, Lagos. And if there's anybody that is from Janiki, Lagos that is here, please, I salute you. One love, one love, one love, one love to you there. And those of you that, then from there I went to University of Calabar. I graduated from Unical. Then I started my life as a security officer, you know, security guard. And then from there, a bodyguard, executive protection specialist. And that really gave me a lot of mileage in security. I've spent over 20 years in that industry as a security officer. And interesting, I've done bank security, I've done maritime security, I've done telecom security, I've done executive protection. And I've grown even to Lagos Business School, where I came out as a class president and a member of the governing council of the school. So I have a fantastic resume, but you know, a lot of time when you see people with this kind of resume, people don't know the backstory and everything. So I always take time that when I tell you what happens at the front end, I'll also share with you what happened at the back end, because it is also good for you to know the back end, appreciate the back end, so you can be able to move from where you are to where you want to be. Now, what happened at the back end? I was born in a family whereby my father was polygamous. At a certain point when he died at the age of 39, I was 13 years old. And it was a real tough one for me because my father was everything that I ever wanted to be. It was everything that I ever wanted to be. But unfortunately for me, he died when I needed him the most. And when we wanted to bury him, we found out that my father had a second wife with 4 children. My father had 5. My mother had 5, I mean. And so there were 9 children in all. And it was when the 2 mothers sat together or in their different rooms, they tried to indoctrinate their own children. You know, don't talk to these people, they want to take your father's things and blah, blah. So enmity started in the family and all that. So it grew up and grew and grew. There were a lot of fights between the family, between the children of each party and so it was not exactly a very nice way to go. Then from there, the only thing that my father had, which they said, okay, since we can't stay together, we needed to just separate and go to a different apartment. So my father had only a 504 SR, brown in color, with registration number LA3069MC. I won't forget. Now, why I won't forget that car, because at the point my father wanted to take me to Germany for my 13th birthday. Unfortunately, he died before that could be actualized. And that was a real problem for me. So because I couldn't go to the Germany that I thought I would go, this my life. And I hated whatever happened to me at that point in time, because I was looking forward to going for that trip, but it didn't work out for me. Now, that was a very painful experience in my life. Now, to go on from there, we sold the car for 11,000 naira, and then gave my mom 6,000 because my mom was the senior wife, then gave my stepmom 5,000, then they said to your turn to Israel. People supported us. We got a room and a parlor where we moved. So me as the boy, I had a junior brother who sleep on the floor in the parlor, and then my sisters would sleep with my mom. So we began to live like that. So that's how life was for us growing up like that. And we continued life like that. It was not an experience that I enjoyed. To complicate matters for me is that my father was a friend to me, and I don't know how many boys are on this phone right now. My father was my friend, and losing him was like my future had gone through a very, very disturbing experience. So I couldn't till date. I can't watch The Champ. I can't watch The Champ. I prefer to watch any film that the father does not die. I can't stand to watch a film where the father dies. When my father died, everything that I knew as a man had gone before my very eyes. I was not very good in English those days in secondary school, but mathematics was where I was really, really interested in. And that affected a lot of things. So my mom used to heckle at me and talk and insult and abuse a lot of things. So it didn't go down well with me. I didn't do well in English in secondary school, so it affected my going into the university. And going into the university was a real challenge. It was really, really disturbing for me. I was in a bad state. I was admitted into Uniben in 19, because I didn't 19 because of English. They dropped me in 1990 when I got admitted, yay, into University of Calabar. Boom! For my very idea to stop and then go back and do English, or I go for education agri. So that affected me. I told them that, look, I prefer to do the education agri than for them to chase me out of school. So I stayed in Unical and I did that. And my mom heard about it and she disowned me, said that I was a failure personified. And when your mom begins to say things like this, it really goes deep into your soul. Though I stayed in school, I was left shallow, left away from everybody. So I had to now fend for myself. And a friend of mine told me, King, my sister is looking for somebody who can work in our shop. And they gave me that opportunity. So I used to school in Calabar, but I go and work in Lagos. And working in Lagos, I will work in a factory, in a what they call this place, a tailoring outfit. So I will sleep there 3 months. On the 4th month, I'll go to school. So that affected me severely. It was a big pain to me. It was really, really terrible. I didn't like the experience at all. And that really, really was a problem for me. So 3rd month, I'll go there. On the 4th month, I'll now return back. And that was a challenge. So I ended up leaving the University of Calabar with a 3rd class extra year, and NYSC forgot to post me. So I was somebody that was a failure from time. My mom and everybody looked at me as a failure until a lot of things began to change. I don't know about you, but if somebody has ever called you a failure, the person spoke too soon. Now, in this particular webinar, there are 2 different things I need you to look at severely. Number one is the word icebreakers. And then number 2 is bridge builders. Because in the laws that I'll be sharing with you, you will actually be seeing me write IB and then bridge builder BB. Wherever you see icebreaker, it means these are strategies that you can apply on the front end when you meet that strain. Bridge builder are the strategies that you can use to cultivate, because the ones for bridge builders are the ones that maybe you know the stranger, you know the stranger already, and that stranger is somebody you want to convert, because it is very critical that you do that. Now, so let's go deeper into this one now. The first question you need to ask yourself, or you need to do this, is who is a stranger? A stranger for me is a person who is unknown to another person or group. Because of this unknown status, a stranger may be perceived as a threat until the identity of such a person is ascertained. This is even what Wikipedia identifies a stranger to be. So a lot of times when you see a stranger, the person comes to you first initially as a threat, or you are suspicious about the person, you don't want to talk to this person. To complicate matters a little more is when your own parents begin to warn you not to talk to strangers, because strangers, out of history or culture or religion, they have said strangers are not good for you. That if you begin to relate with strangers, they will turn you into tomatoes, they will turn into yams, they will turn you into maybe bottles, they will turn into anything whatsoever, because they are strangers. And I'm really, really a victim of it, because if you try to talk to a stranger and your mom or your father gets to know, they will take you and give you some lashes of the cane. How many of you have been flogged before by your mom for talking to somebody that they consider a stranger? So how many of you have been flogged before? Me, I've enjoyed cane well from my parents. They flogged the living daylight out of me for talking to somebody that's a stranger. Who is that person? Do you know that person? Where do you know that person from? You don't know that person. They're giving you slaps. For what now? How do they expect you to become better if you don't talk to strangers? They beat you, they flog you, you don't know. And because of that, every single time, every single day, you know, because of the fear of talking to strangers, you coward and you pull yourself indoors. You don't want to talk to this stranger because you don't want to get beaten. Truth be told, when you begin to run away from those strangers, what happens is that you lose the opportunity to relate or to cultivate into a new season of your life. So in your mind, there is a jacket that you have fed that if you talk to a stranger, your mom will beat you or your father will beat you. And trust me, even if you are 40 years old today, that same effect still affects you till now. That same effect that if you see a stranger, you don't want to talk to the person, not because the person is that, because of that same experience, you now lock it in that something evil may happen to you, and it's a challenge for you. So that has always been that. I don't know about you, but I was beaten a few times for talking to strangers. Some of you were also beaten, and I can see a lot of people raising up their hands and telling me yes, that they were beaten. Now, history on its own is that there have been cases whereby people have actually been bewitched or people have actually been kidnapped for talking to strangers. Now, but if we as parents or are taking time to talk to our children that this is how to relate with people, this is how to cultivate people, this is how you share with people, maybe the responses and the things would have been better. If you try it, this is how you cultivate, these are the checkers, these are the things you need to, do or not do to be able or not talk to strangers. But instead of doing that, they take out time to beat you, they flog you, they do everything they want to do to you. No, that's not the way to do things. So because of that, if you go out and you graduate from school and you go out into a new workplace, the next thing that they do when you try to talk to strangers, that feeling, that response inside you will remind you, will say, look, you are taking a decision that is at risk to you, so you don't talk to strangers. But how many of you know that you are going to, if you are going to get married, you are not going to get married to your brother or your sister, you actually get married to a stranger? Yes? Because your husband was a stranger to you until you built trust in such a person. How many of you know that the house you live in was built by a stranger, not you? Even if you built your house, you'll find out that somebody else, you got other people to build that house for you. Strangers are the people you need in your life to take you from level 1 to level 2. Avoiding the stranger is avoiding the pillars, avoiding the bridges, avoiding the ladder that will take you to the next level. You need to know what value strangers bring to you. You need to know how to relate with these strangers. You need to agree with yourself that you need strangers in your life. If you refuse to take strangers, if you refuse to relate with strangers, you will be limited in your journey of life. And I don't think anybody that has come here right now wants to be limited in his or her journey of life. Now you are watching me on YouTube, you are watching me on Zoom or on Instagram. I am a stranger to you until that trust level is built. I want to help you to become, stronger with your career, stronger with your life. Now, some culture will say, because this person is from this village or this person is from this community, you shouldn't talk to them. How many of you were told that you shouldn't talk to this person from this community or this person from this state, that the Northerners should not talk to the Southerners? If you are a Muslim, you shouldn't talk to Christians. If you're a Christian, you shouldn't talk to Muslims. You shouldn't talk to them. So before you know what is happening to you, you are limited of that kind of relationship and you lose it. But let me tell you something. Strangers are necessary in your life. You were built, you are somebody that there was a plan for your future, and you need people around you who will take you there. You need strangers. I came to tell you today that strangers are the keys to your next level. Ignoring a stranger is ignoring your next level. So you need to agree with yourself today that I am ready to look for strangers. I am ready to talk to strangers. I'm ready to change my level. If you agree with me that you're ready to change your level, that means you're agreeing with me that you're ready to talk to strangers. You need to know. But I need to put a caveat here. You need to understand the laws of how to penetrate strangers. You need to know those laws. How many of you want to know those laws here? How many of you? Yes, let me see those hands up. Or a comment, say, yes, I want to know. Mr. King, tell me, I want to know those comments. I want to see those comments. Beautiful. Yes, keep on playing. Yes, I want you to say, today, Mr. King, I want to know strangers. I want to know those strangers. Possibility that, yes, I am ready for that change in my life. I took this decision some years ago and it worked for me. Today, I am standing tall, I'm standing bold because there are strangers I have met along the way that have changed every single thing in my life. I want to communicate with strangers. Thank you. Thank you. I can see all the comments pouring in. I can see all the comments pouring in now. Now, the first law, because right now we're going to get into those laws. The first law you will see, which you need, is endeavor to feed the stranger's ego, rather than to start with greeting first. Now, let me disrupt what you do. Because normally, when you see somebody you don't know, you greet the person, which is standard. But you see, as a business person, as somebody who is going somewhere, you have a mission. You are somebody that wants to go to the next level of your life. When you see a stranger that you are profile, that this is the kind of stranger you need in your life, you don't start by saying, good morning, sir, or how are you doing, sir? Because if the person doesn't know you, remember, the person will first treat you as a stranger. And when the person treats you like a stranger, what happens is that he will respond to you like a stranger as well. So you need to know how to break his defense or break her defense. You must understand the strategy of doing that. The first one, which for me is the most effective, it's not that one is better than the other, but rather I love using this. Endeavor to feed the stranger's ego, whether it's a male or a female, rather than to start by greeting him. I will give you practical examples now. If I see a stranger that I'm profiling, I see this person maybe sitting down somewhere or coming by me, I don't tell you, good morning, sir, how are you doing, sir? No. What I tell you, sir, I love your shoes. I love your shoes. Look at those shoes and say, man, I love those shoes. When the person sees you looking at those shoes, the person believes that you admire his shoes. And once you begin to admire his shoes, he feels that he has taken a good decision. He feels he has done something right. So by the time you do that, he will first of all say thank you. And it's at that point in time you have entered the stranger. When you say, I love your shirt, man, I love this shirt. I love this gown. I love the way you dress, sir. It is that time he says thank you. It is after he says the thank you, you can now say, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. You take time to do things like this. Whenever I enter an aeroplane, I enter the aeroplane. I don't sit in economy. I try to sit in business class. I invest in business class because when I sit there, I am able to connect with whoever is there. When I do that, it's the plan for me. I plan that my day I must connect with somebody every single day. Somebody important. I target, my moves are deliberate. There is no accident in what I do. There's no accident in what. Some of you today, tomorrow, we are going to be friends. We are no more going to be strangers with each other. I want to be your friend. So when I sit in business class like this, I watch this person. Once he sits there, because both of us are in business class, it is perceived that anybody is sitting in business class is a VIP. Anybody that is sitting in business class is a very important personality. So that is the first assumption. So if you, small you or big you, sit in business class and there is somebody sitting, whether it's a governor or whoever is sitting beside you, the person believes that you are at his or her level first, at least for the next 1 hour, at least for the next 1 hour. So if you are there with that person, sit down with that person. And immediately the person comes in, you know, take our time to say, sir, this is a very beautiful shirt you're wearing. I love it. Or I love your shoes. Sir, your perfume is out of this world. Once you say that, the person first tells you thank you. And you tell the person, my name is Ubong King. It's a privilege sitting beside you. Once you say that to the person, you have broken the person's guards straight. Once you break the person's guard, you now need to enter for the kill. You need to enter for the kill. Now you wait for the plane to take off. I wait for the plane to take off. When the plane takes off in the air, the person has 40 minutes because he cannot communicate anymore. What do? I say, sir, is there anything you can advise me in life that will help me become a better human being? Because I'm a young boy, I'm going somewhere. Now, because I've asked the person, he feels very, very special. Pride begins to enter his head. He communicates, his head begins to swell. And then he's in a hurry to want to show off what he knows, you know, and begins to talk. He will say, no, okay, you need to be careful in doing this. Once he begins to talk, I get out my pen and I get out a journal and I begin to take notes. The minute he sees me or she sees me taking down the notes that they are telling me, his head begins to swell the more. Pride begins to feel. You need to feed the person's ego. Feed it, because when they feed it, they become vulnerable. They become vulnerable. And then they are communicating, they are talking. And then when I say the person is trying to slow down, I will now begin to exclaim, oh, wow, fantastic, this is good. I never knew things like this. How come I've not met you all my life? I'm taking down notes. And the person is feeling excited. The person's head is swelling. And I say, sir, Omar, can I communicate with you once in a while? Can I tell you one or two things? Can I call you once or twice, you know, to learn from you? Can I quote you? Once I begin to say this, it makes the person feel important. It makes the person feel important. At that point in time, all his safety guards are gone. All are gone. Every single thing is gone. Then I tell you, sir, can I communicate? Can I quote you once in a while? You say, yes. I will give him my complimentary card. And he will give me his or her complimentary card. Once I get off that plane, and then I get into my car or get into any transport that is made up for me, I will send immediately a text telling him, thank you, sir, for the privilege for sitting beside you and learning from you. Once the person, the person makes the mistake by giving me his card. Once I collect that card, I now send him that text. Thank you very much. Sometimes I can even pre-send it from the plane. So once I have data to communicate, or I will send it to the person. Once he receives it, he will reply back. Once he replies, it's a mistake. Then I take that down. That second mistake he has made has killed everything. Then I'll now tell him, sir, maybe in a text, I say, sir, I want you to mentor me. I want you to be to be leadership over me, to show me more things in life. Because of that, his ego is being fed. What do I do next? I will now send him maybe like a gift, like as a mentor, as a leader, I send him a gift. The gift of a man always makes room for that person. So I send him like a goat or a cow, depending on the profile of that person. And I don't send dead, I send a life one, life. Once I send it to the person, it will go to his house, it will make noise, and then the children will get ecstatic. Well, daddy, goat, cow, whatever, something, blah, 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 blah. As they are talking, the mother has come. Who bought goat? Who bought cow? Discussions around that gift will come. Discussion around that gift will come out and begin to make a communication all over for you. And once they begin to do things like that, it will be exciting. It will be all over the place. And immediately they finish killing that animal or eating it, the next thing that happens is that The wife will ask the husband in the bedroom, say, honey, what exactly did you do to make that young man buy that goat or whatever for you? Once your name begins to be discussed in the bedroom, approval is waiting for you in the boardroom. Once your name is discussed within the husband and the wife, approval is waiting in the boardroom, because you have entered into the system. Feed his ego. Feed his ego. Feed her ego. She likes shoes. Tell her shoes are out of this world. Feed their ego. They will make the mistake because you have made them important. So the first law is endeavor to feed that stranger. Feed their ego rather than to start with it. Number two is use the submit strategy to dominate the relationship. It shows the entry point of every stranger. When you submit, don't ever want to compete with that person. Even if you know what is right, just calm down. Allow him or her, talk more. Because when they talk more, they begin to expose their nakedness. They begin to expose their weaknesses. So you learn what they don't have from when you allow them to speak more. When they talk, just listen. Say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. How are you? Take your points down. You know exactly where you're going to enter because you know what he's saying, where he's going to, what he has said correct, what he said wrong. So you don't be that one that to want to challenge, to want to do a lot of things and say things. Be careful, because all that one doesn't help. Push that like that. At the end of this particular presentation, I intend to make a very special offer to a few people here, those of you that want to move to the next level like I did. Because when you begin to know these kind of things, you need to know more. Submit to dominate. Number three is a very interesting one. Ethical bribes breaks defenses. The first time I ever heard or use this particular strategy, people were looking at me and said, look, I made this statement. People were looking at me and said, this is very, very ungodly, very, very religious. I just looked at them. Ethical bribes break defenses. There's a particular word here, which is ethical. Now, let me give you a case study. If you go to buy suya, those of you that know suya, what happens when you meet the suya man? The first thing that happens is that the suya man will cut a piece of that suya and give it to you to taste. When he does that, he will not ask you any question. It is you that will ask him, how much is this meat? Is that not true? What he has done, he has given you something to activate your senses. He has given you, he will make you taste the sweetest part of the suya. And then you put it, there is a koinonia. The spices are messing your brains up. You cannot go without buying a piece of it. How many people have as the suya man, done that to? I've been exposed to suya men. And even if you did not want to buy, your life, you will have to pay maybe like, okay, let me even buy 200. At least you will not go empty-handed. You will buy something, because that is ethical bribe. He gives you something to get something out of you. Some of you have reports. Some of you have music. Some of you have what people want. Give it to them. Say, take this. And if they want to take it out, okay, let me have your email address so I can send you more. Let me have your phone number so I can communicate more with you. You don't need to pay for it, so that you can do things like that. When you begin to say things and do things like that, they begin to release to you. They begin to release to you. If you want, because your future is tied to your contacts, your penetration strategy. So those are ethical bribes. I am not talking of the one that you carry 10% to bribe, to manipulate. No. You say, okay, like this one now, and as full disclosure. Now, this particular seminar is an ethical bribe. It's a full ethical bribe. I told you I want to show you penetrating the strategy. And I know that this content is good for you because it has worked for me. How many of you are enjoying what you are doing now? How many of you are enjoying this presentation now? Is it making sense to you? Is it making sense to you? Now, what I've asked you is because I told you that if you want to be in this free seminar, accept by sending an email. Yes, you see, you're enjoying this seminar, but it's like suya. It's like suya. I am playing with your senses. I'm playing with your senses. What does the suya man do? He wants you to buy his product. He wants you to buy his product. Like me, at the end of this webinar, I intend to sell a product to you. You are enjoying the seminar. There is more. The meat is plenty. I'm going to cut the meat for you, but I will give you a deal that you will enjoy. Some of you are here because you have not tasted suya in a long time. I mean, tasted this good content in a long time. So we are going to give you more suya to eat. I mean, we are going to give you more content to buy. Whether it is suya or content, all are the same. I have given you an ethical bribe. Like that piece of suya that you have eaten, it is supposed to lure you. So what do you have that you can give to somebody to give you what you need to trade with? What do you have? You must set yourself. You must set yourself and begin to find out what can you do, what can you give to the people to make them better at what you have. Ethical bribes, lure strangers into it lures them. When you give them, yes, when you give them, it becomes better. Because now, once you have tasted that suya, you are the one that's going to say, if you want to buy suya, go to this particular place. They give you good suya. The toso is nice, because some people like toso, some like fat, some like, shaki, some like different parts. But it's like that. I want to be practical. I want to be real with you. Because if you know what you have, give to somebody. Give to somebody. Give to somebody and tell them, look, I will give you. That is ethical bribes. From there, ethical bribes. Okay, now let's fall. Now, number 4 states, let the stranger keep on talking while you invest in listening time. This will build trust for you. It will build trust to you. Don't be in a hurry that when the stranger is talking, you are talking back at the same time. No. That's not valuable. Tozo, somebody said Tozo. So you have also been a victim of ethical bribe. You have chopped Tozo or Dera. Very sad, you see, and you have paid money to that person. And what is the value of it? Now, when number 4 says, let the stranger keep on talking while you invest in listening time. This will build trust in you. This will build trust in you. When the stranger is talking, let him talk. Let him talk. Don't be in a hurry. Listen first. Listen first. Because when you listen, they believe that they will open up and you are not somebody that will challenge the person. Listen. When the person is talking, submit. Because some of you have been victims of me. When you talk with me, you tell me, I hear you. You hear me say to you, I'm just your boy. I'm just your boy. I'm just your boy. I'm making myself, looking small to you so that I keep on talking. You feel important. And I'm getting what I want to hear. When I get what I want to hear, I will respond to you because of what I want to give to you. Listening time builds trust. Take out time to listen to that person. And don't be in a hurry to do that. Some of you that you're always in a hurry to talk. No. Please slow down. If you want to get the stranger on your side, learn to build trust. Let him build trust in you. Then he will confess all his sins. Number 5, send a personalized handwritten thank you note or card for little things. When the person does something nice for you, don't get into the digital age temptation. What you do is go to a store, buy a card, or type a personalized letter or handwritten letter, if your hand is good, and personally sign it and get it to that person. And then when the person sees that you use your own hand to write that letter, it cuts deep. They cherish it. It becomes like a personal statement made from them. It breaks their defense. It builds them up to say, look, this person took time to say thank you to me. You need to take time. Not the one that somebody does something for you, pick up your phone and send a text. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This doesn't go anywhere. You need to personalize that relationship. You need to personalize it. You personalize it. That 2,000 naira card that you buy or 1,000 naira card that you buy for that person can generate 100 million naira for you because the person believes that you are personal. You are not somebody that is just an advantage taker. One time, I did something for a very big man, and instead of the man saying thank you to me, he sent me a personal note. My goodness, I put that note on the wall, and that person was an ex-president of the Federal Republic of Ghana. He sent me a personal note, personal note. When he sent the personal note, I went to frame it and put it on my wall so that I can see it. That touched me more than anything. I claimed the man as a father. I go to see him very often because he personalized it. He personalized it. There are people you know that have done little things for you. Go and buy cards and then write a note, sir or ma'am. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for being a blessing to me. Thank you for doing this for me. Thank you for even giving me transport to go back to school. And then fold it and send that card. When the person sees it, you'll be shocked at the response of that person. That thing that the person did for you, it can multiply. It will multiply. Not it can, it will multiply. Try it and send me a message and let me see what happens. I am telling you things I have done and the kind of responses I have gotten. I did a particular, where one of my friends, foreigner, you know, he did something for me and he gave me access to some information that really helped me to take decisions. And I wrote a personal note to him. And I even took it a step further. I wrote a personal note thanking his wife for taking care of him because he has been a friend. He has taught me a lot of things. When he took the message to his wife, the wife told him that this is a good man to keep as a friend. The man became more comfortable and gave me access to do a lot of things. And I'm telling you that the kind of business that man has done with me has been in some very significant, you know, some very significant figures, over 10s and 20s and 30s of heavy millions, over, at a single time, not maybe the value of his deals are that heavy. Why? Because he believed that I took time to tell him thank you. Don't get carried away with what you do. Don't get carried away with what you do. Get into the flow. Get into the flow. Get into what you are doing by personalizing your communication. Stop all these text messages. It's good, but if you want results, you need more. You need more. There you go. Please get my power pack from the bag so I can charge quickly. You need more. Number 6, investigate and celebrate the stranger's old victories. Investigate it and celebrate it. Take out time to go and find out what has the person done before. If you want to break into that person, go and if the person has built maybe he was the first to do the biggest street on it, tell him, sir, thank you for the fantastic things that you did. You know, because of you, there's light in that community. When you begin to say things like that, the person remembers the motivation that made him do it and the feeling of accomplishment that made him do that. When you begin to personalize it, when you begin to do those kind of things, when you begin to to celebrate what he has done. Oh, that person gets very emotional. That person gets very satisfied with everything that you have said, you have done. You know, the person is excited that you remembered what he did yesterday. People will pay anything to be remembered for what they did yesterday. Go back to that stranger. Check whatever the person has done. Sir, thank you for being the first person to be able to start an airline in this country. Thank you for being the first person for doing that. Because of you, now I can fly to my village. That is critical. Once you do that, you are penetrated into the person, or you have built the relationship. You need to do that. You need to investigate what the person has done. Once you do that and tie it to him, don't make the mistake of saying, yeah, people have done. What has the person done? Investigate what the person has done and celebrate it seriously. Get excited. Sir, you have done well. You are not sucking up to the person, but you are doing a lot for that person. When the person enjoys those victories, it will make a lot of sense to you. You can do that. I know you can. Number 7. Number 7 is that stranger has your money, has the keys to your house. Please, please, please take him or her seriously. Don't get carried away. Don't ever get carried away by people. People means money. People means money. If you can relate with a person, you have access to the person's money. Somebody has asked a question and I said, what if the person is not close? Do you send the message? Remember, you must cultivate the person. I have people, you can just send a gift to the person and say, sir, I have been somebody that I've been watching from afar and I see what you have done extensively. And then you send to that person. If your gift is strong enough, the person will send for you. But it is critical you investigate the person, profile the person. Don't be in a hurry to just jump on anybody, because you will make mistakes in the morning. But trust me, you'll become better. That stranger is money. That stranger is money and has the keys to your house. Cultivate that stranger. Cultivate him. Cultivate that stranger. Cultivate. Because any stranger you lose is an opportunity you have lost. But any stranger you keep is many more opportunities you are building for yourself. So that's what it's necessary for you to note that and keep that dear to your heart. That's very, very important there. Now that is number 7. You know, I don't allow people go by me. I remember one time that they told me that I should go and pick up somebody from the airport, and I went to pick the person. And when I picked the person, it was a small young man, and I went to pick him. I had no hairs about picking him. So along the way, you know, we kept talking. I took him to his house to drop him off. Then I was still a junior person in the security angle. But the way I cultivated him, he said he needed some things. I took him there, cultivated him. I was there. Anytime he was coming into the country, he insisted that I must be the one. So we became friends. We became buddies. Later, this young man opened a company that was into the oil and gas industry. Man, I was blown away. I was blown away. When he wanted to cultivate services for that company, he said, bring King. King is good. King has good relationship management. When you are able to cultivate that person, it means money. It means money, money, money. Cultivate the relationship. All strangers are money, and they are keys to your house. If you cultivate the person well, money can come out. If you cultivate the person well, you will leave your face near and slap your house to a very, very beautiful house. That opportunity is there for you, and you can use it. The webinar, somebody's asking, is the webinar recorded? The webinar is recorded. I can tell you for sure. It's definitely recorded. It's definitely because I want you to have it. I want you to have it. Number 8, your result, be it success, family, business, or whatever, is in the relationship with the stranger. So build it. Whatever you want out of life is tied to somebody you don't know today. So anybody you meet in a car, especially women, don't be in a hurry to think that everybody wants to toast you. Even if you are not married, maybe they want to toast you. Fine, no problem about it. But that man you are going to marry is not your brother, it's not your sister. The person is not your brother, not your sister. The money that you are going to buy your car with is going to come out of businesses that you meet in somebody. So the result you are going to get, whether business or your husband or the new opportunities, is with strangers. So you need to build the relationship that will get you to that level. So build that relationship. Stop, no, I won't talk to the person, I won't talk to the person. You will die poor. You will die poor. You will die old. You will frustrate yourself. People that are successful have a way of understanding how to relate with strangers. Bonding is critical. You must learn to cultivate. You must learn to relate with them. You must learn to build that with them. You must. If you don't learn to build it, there is a problem. There is a problem. So you must learn to cultivate the relationship. Even if you have a business, who are you selling it to? You're not selling it to yourself. You're selling it to people. So if you don't know how to talk to people, if you don't know how to relate with people, your business will suffer. If you don't have good communication skills, you won't get married as a woman or as a man. You want to build a family, learn to cultivate relationship. You must learn. Bonding is critical. Number 9. Yes. Profile and be careful when you choose your strangers. Choose them wisely. Some of them are suckers and will cause you losses in the relationship. Take your time and select well. Don't because I'm saying strangers, not to go and open your door, your heart to everybody. No. Take out time. Profile the person and see, is this person adding value to you or not adding value to you? If the person is not adding value to you, cut off. If the person is adding value to you, build the relationship. Like I said earlier on in this seminar, please, you can go back to my YouTube videos. If you are not already subscribing to my YouTube channel, go back there and subscribe, because a lot of videos come in very often, very, very often. And one thing is that there's a law I call the law of compartmentalization. And this is where I learned it very, very easily. This law helped me to do compartmentalization, because in primary school, they taught us addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Yes, compartmentalization. Compartmentalization is compartments into different compartments. So I have 4 compartments: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If I talk to you and then you are saying everything good, I like your shirt, I like your hair, I like the way you talk, you will enter my addition compartment. If you say, I don't like your shirt, I don't like your hair, I don't like the way you talk, I put you in subtraction compartment. I don't need to be your friend. Now, but if I talk to you and our discussion will enter into money, there'll be money is coming in to me. You'll be in multiplication. Some of you today, you enter multiplication department with me. But if I talk to you and then, or I give you my car and then you spoil it, I give you my product and you scatter it, then I'll put you in division compartment. I give you my shirt, you tear it. Trust me, I have no business with you. Even if you are my family or not, success is not emotional. I will shake hands with you and that's it. Or I may not relate with you. Success is not emotional. I build relationship with people that are adding to me and people that are multiplying me. If you dare subtract from me or you divide me, trust me, I have no business with you and I'll not relate with you. Let me make it clear to you. I trust anybody. Anybody you meet, make sure you profile them carefully and choose your strangers wisely. A word is enough for the wise. Some of them are suckers and will cause you losses in your relationship. Success is not emotional. Stop getting emotional because he's your brother, because he's my sister, he's my cousin. You see, they will lick your blood and finish you. They will sell you as recharge card. And when you die, they move on. So win for yourself, win for your family, and make life happen. Profile that stranger and make that stranger, you know, of value to you. Number 9. Number 10. Strangers do not live in your house, neither are they your family members. You meet them outside. So when you lock yourself in your house from morning till night, how do you want to relate with strangers? Some of us have gotten too excited with, you know, the phone, and we are, from morning to night, you are doing WhatsApp, are doing everything. What happens there? The first and most important thing is that you are cut off from the world. Get where some of you, like my wife will advise me, if we go out to eat, she'll say, put your phone down. Sometimes we have the bet, we pay like 5,000 or 10,000 if you pick up your phone. So before we start eating or relating, she'll say, we ask ourselves, how many minutes do we have? Maybe 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes we communicate, they'll put the phone down. Anybody that touches the phone will pay the other person 10,000 naira. I mean, we needed to be disciplined in our relationship. Otherwise, if I need to talk to my wife in the bedroom and I'm in the bedroom, I'll send her a message. How are you doing? She'll reply me. No. If you are going to meet strangers, strangers are not your family members. Strangers are not living in your house. They live outside. They relate outside. So you need to go out. You need to go outside. You are not made for yourself. You need to go out. Your empire is outside. Go out to relate with them. Go out to relate with them and then profile them. Whether they come in, whatever they add to you, profile them and make it happen. Am I communicating with you? I hope you are listening to me. Don't come and get tied up with all these social devices and then you're good. How many of you will take a decision that from today you are going to grow your relationship with people outside? How many of you are ready to do that? And then you stop this bad habit of texting your wife in your house or texting your brother. How are you? Are you coming home? Are you coming upstairs? No. You go out and relate with people. Going out, you relate with people. Yes, thank you. Relate with them. Relate with them. Cultivate them. Your money is with stranger. It's not on your phone. Go out. Relate with people. Communicate with them. Yes. Thank you. Relate with them. In churches, in your mosque, go out for lunch outside. Take yourself out. Stop being a recluse and lock yourself in your house. You will grow old and die. If you have the opportunity, go for a dance. Exercise yourself. Let things about you become things that will attract. Maybe the opportunity you're looking for is in your dance. Is in your dance. Is in your dance. Is in your drive, the way you drive, the way you smile with somebody. Opportunities come like that. Opportunity does come like that. You lock yourself in your hotel or in your room and then that's frustration. Go and take a swim. Talk to other people. Let them hear you laugh. Let them hear you talk. Let them hear you relate. Strangers are outside. They are not inside. I'm not inside. The biggest influencers of who I am and what I am today are not my family members. They are people I met outside. They are people I met outside. They have changed everything in me. None of them my family members. None of them. Yes, soft skills are key. That's number 10. Let's keep moving. Number 11. Never share the stranger's contact because you have it. You will irritate the stranger and your trust level dies. Because you are privileged to have gotten somebody's number, it does not give you the right to share it with your friend, your cousin, because you have it. No. What if you're an introvert? Introvert will not help you. You need to come out of your shell. You need to go out. If you are that careful about yourself, please go with somebody. And begin to relate with people. No matter how introverted you are, you still need people to survive. You need to come out of accepting that you are an introvert. Let me tell you something. When you were born, as a child, we were all born with only 2 fears. The first fear is the fear of loud noise. The second one is the fear of falling down. Everybody in this world, every other thing you learned to be an introvert. You learned to be like that. Come out of your shell. Learn to communicate. Learn to relate. Learn to work with people. You don't need to start at a party and say, hey, no. Get 2 or 3 people in your school, in your old school association. Relate to them. Make a deliberate effort. Call them, say, let's hang out, let's go for a drink. Let's go and eat pizza. Let's go to Suya Man and let's collect ethical bribe from the Suya Man. And then relate. Start somewhere. Before you know, you're going to go well and make things happen for yourself. That's what you should do. You can make things happen. So don't share the stranger's contact. A friend of mine called me after I posted this, and she was, she told me that what I said is very true, because she was privileged to get a very senior person's number in the country, and she wanted to call the person one day, and she used her sister's phone to call the person. Fortunately for her, the person picked. But when the person picked and mentioned her name, said, why did you use somebody's number to call me? Simple. And she said, because her phone has gone off. That was the last time he called. He picked up her call. People's information are sensitive, whether it's email, phone number, whatever handle they have. Learn to value the person. Don't share it because you have it. You want to show off. Once it is traced to you, the person cuts you off. You irritate the person. You will irritate the person. Some of you are my friends. A lot of you are my friends. Some of you have my personal number. I was going to Benin one day, and a young boy called me on phone because I was going to somewhere, to go and speak at an event. And he called me, and I picked up his number because I thought it's somebody I knew. And I said, hello, can I help? Who's this? He gave me his name, with so much effrontery. I was excited. A good day, I said, who is this? Because his voice did not sound familiar. I didn't know him. And he told me that he got I told him what he said is waiting for me at the venue. Waiting for who? Me at the venue. Who gave you my number? He said he got it. I said, okay, no problem. So when I got to him, I asked him, how did you get my number? When he told me, I advised him that the fact that you got my number, when he told me, first of all, the person that gave me my number was a really in big trouble. And secondly, I helped him to understand the protocol of calling. Now, since you mentioned the office which you were, now your office cannot call me by my office directly, because between me and you, there are 4 layers. So there are 4 layers. So I now looked at him and I said, next time, don't call me at all, because you have abused the access that you had. I don't know who you are. And I care less. It was insulting. Send personal handwritten cards. I'm a lady, not a guy. I'm very sorry if I called you a guy. It was not intentional, because your name your ID shows something else. So please, I'm sorry if I mistook you as a guy. I'm very sorry. But I love the part that you can write handwritten notes or cards. So I made it clear to him or to him, that you don't play with people's numbers. It goes a long way. You don't do that. So if you are privileged to have a stranger's number, guard it jealously. Guard it, because if you lose that contact, you've lost the opportunity. Number 12, strangers look at you before they talk to you. You have to be careful with your looks and how you smell before you go to a stranger. Hey. If you venture come close to me and you have body odor or mouth odor, I'll walk away from you. You have to be conscious about brushing your teeth in the morning, about brushing your tongue in the morning. You need to be conscious. And at night, so that when you come out, you don't come out looking beautiful and yet You smell awful. It's wrong. If you are coming out to meet a stranger, dress well. Dress well. Invest in your appearance because they will look at you first before they talk to you. This is always a killer for a lot of prospective people. Take out time to even polish your shoes. Take out time to polish it. Take out time to cut your hair. God has blessed you with side beards. Cultivate it, make it look decent. Don't come and look like a ruffian. Let it grow because you want to show that you don't care. If you come with that kind of face to me or to somebody that is a powerful stranger, he'll walk out on you. If you are blessed with hair, trim it well. Trim it well. Make it look very beautiful. Don't just let it fly. Don't let it fly. Take out time. Invest in your appearance. If you don't have money to buy very high profile perfume, buy something that smells good. Don't go and buy kerosene. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Yes, some people buy kerosene kind of perfumes, and yes. So be very careful what you wear. People buy kerosene and then put it on their body, and they now expect you to be excited. Some shell talks, some different things like that. You need to be very careful what you buy. Smell good, smell good, smell good. I'm asking you, smell good, please. Why is everybody laughing? Because I said kerosene. People have bought kerosene now. People have bought insecticide. I call it perfume. Insecticides. Eh? Oh God. At least it's a good laugh there. They're good laugh. Be very careful. Don't come and, okay, this is another one. I wrote a statement one day, and if you are young, I appreciate you. I salute the grace on your life. Sorobia perfume. I wrote a note that says something. I say, dear potential father-in-law, I love the Range Rover that your son is driving to see my daughter, but tell him to pull up his trousers. If you come near me as a young man and you sag your trouser, I know there's something wrong with your head. Yes, I'm not careful about this. There is a waistband on your trouser. It's meant to be sitting on your waist, not on your bum. Except the material of the dress is not long enough. Then it's a different thing. Then we know that you didn't have enough money. But you cannot go and buy a size 14 trouser and you are 26. It doesn't make sense. Dress well. Because what you do unconsciously will consciously expose you. You want to, because of fashion, you wear a lot of things which we see these days are really problematic for me. You wear a kaftan. Then on top of it, you wear a suit. And you say it's fashion. No, come on. If you come near me, I would be careful in my communication with you. A stranger will always look at you before he talks to you. From the way you dress, he will decide how far. There are ladies that wake up in the morning. Yes, God has blessed you with a beautiful body. But yet, you abuse the gift that you were created with by wanting to expose your curvilinearness. No problem about that. But when something happens to you, you are being embarrassed or you are being aggressed by people that shouldn't, you caused it. You caused it. You caused it. You wake up in the morning, look the part. Because you don't have a second opportunity to make a first impression. Please be careful about the impression you make when you come out. Strangers are looking at you and they relate with you by what they see. Invest in your haircut. Invest in the way your hair flows. It's very critical, very critical. I took my time to be slow here so that it gets it. You cannot be very, very successful with all your equipment and everything and yet dress haphazardly. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Number 13, protect the weakness of the stranger if you know it. His or her loyalty to you will be for life. When you begin to relate with anybody, trust me, you will find out that the person has weaknesses. You'll find out that the person has weaknesses. Nobody is perfect, nobody. But when you begin to find out the person's weaknesses, don't turn it to be that you are working in NTA, National, maybe Radio Africa, that you are going about making, no. You need to be careful. The best approach to it is keep quiet. And then, if you can speak to the person and help the person manage that weakness, it will go a long way. Rather than for you to go and tell everybody. No. Once it is traced that you are the originator of the content that is spreading, not only will the person pull out from you, the people that hear you will also start pulling out from you, because tomorrow it can also be their own turn. You are working with a boss and then you see the boss's weakness. You're all over. No. When you protect your boss, especially in his area of weakness, opportunities will come for you. Opportunities will come for you. Those are the kind of things that you need to hear. And I want to help you so that you can know more and become better. Number 14, strangers are surrounded by gates. Find the gatekeepers who manage the gates so that you can have access to the stranger. You don't just walk up to a stranger and say yes. Even if you walk up to a stranger, he is first on the defense. If you don't break that defense, you need to look for what gates are around him, what gates are around the person. How do you enter the person? You can enter through the gates. Somebody's wife is a gate. When you say you like the husband and you disrespect the wife, you kill yourself, because that is a gate. You know the person at work. You come to his office because you and the person went to primary school, then you avoid the PA or avoid the security guard. And then you think that because you know the person you call, you are closing a gate. Because any opportunity that you come and it passes through that table, they will just bust you. Find the gatekeepers that manage the principal, the stranger, and then cultivate the gatekeepers. They are the ones that will tell you the right time to see the gate. I always learn this when you go to see anybody and you have maybe the people they call the malams there. The malam may not be able to speak English. The malam may not be able to speak English, trust me. Maybe his name is Sule. He lives in one room with his wife and children. Dare disrespect Sule. If you like, be Oga's brother, he will not open that gate for you. He will not open that gate because that is his office. When you see somebody, what are the gatekeepers around the person? and then cultivate those gatekeepers to get access. If you abuse a gatekeeper, you have abused your access to that person. Even if you find a way to get to the person, once the gatekeeper knows, the gatekeeper will block it forever. Will say this person is disgruntled, ungovernable, and irredeemable. End of matter. Your case is a memo, KIV, straight. So you need to be careful. Find out the gatekeepers and cultivate the gatekeepers. Everybody has, especially somebody that is of high influence. The higher the person, the more gates around the person. The more gates around the person. So you need to know that. Those are some of the laws I want to show. And right now, because I learned these laws and it has helped me to become who I am. Right now, I have a special offer I want to give to somebody. How many of you want to hear my special offer? How many of you want to hear that special offer? Yes, okay, amen. Wow, you people are hungry to hear. Very hungry to hear. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is interesting. Now, this offer I want to give to you is what I have done for myself. And it has worked for me. And I want to do what they call a penetrating the market course. I'm not somebody that likes to play with words, but I want to sit down with you and teach you. At some point in my life, I had 3 children with my wife. We were living in a 3-bedroom flat, and I had my salary was like 240,000 now. My children's school fees were 160,000. I had my mom, I had my mother-in-law, I had my father-in-law. I had a car that used to drive me. And to balance up with the money that I had did not go well. So I was permanently in debt. It got to a point where I used to ask the malam on the street to give me provisions so that I can put in the house 3,000, 4,000. See, I was like a manager in a company, but I was still owing money. It was a very serious case. I even resigned from the company. I said, no, I needed to go and find something to do with my life. I needed to do something. But along the way, in my research, I found something that showed me how to penetrate the system, the market. I read an article like that. And when I was reading the article, I started writing points, started writing things. This one that you are listening to, penetrating the stranger, is one of the components of what we call competitive intelligence, which is a part of this course. It is just one day of a 30 days, this penetrating the stranger. If you're excited about penetrating the stranger, how much more would you be to understand the whole course of penetrating the market? This course, which I intend to do, moved me from starting a business from my bedroom and making 100 million in 3 months. Money is not my problem. Let me make it clear. My problem is you being poor, you becoming a risk to yourself, you not able to feed your family. I lost a baby because I could not pay 6,000 naira. 6,000. I could not buy a drug that my wife had to be injected with so that the baby, the body does not kill the baby. Unfortunately, I could not buy it because my wife's blood group was O negative. So she needed to take a particular injection. The baby died because I was poor. My car was driving me. I used to get Okada to take me to town. I had accepted poverty as my own. No, I said no. I saw people succeeding. I saw people do things. Thank you for saying sorry. But it is because of those kind of experiences that I said, no, I must come out to show you how to do those things. I have grown in a lot of things. I'm not doing it for the money. Rather, I'm doing it to help you. But if I'm going to help you, it will cost you something. Because nobody will listen to you if they don't pay you. So what I'm going to do to you is to help you to get to my level with you putting a commitment down. Anybody that will listen to you is somebody that has paid you. I really do not like seeing you suffer. But some of you have decided to invest in your own poverty. Because you can invest in succeeding or invest in your poverty. And I say clearly, your life is like a, please, can somebody give me a cup, water, and give me a drink? I'm going to show you something as I make this offer to you. Because your aspiration is something that I want you to achieve. I aspire, like everybody aspires to be a big man, aspire to be successful in life. But yet, you don't know how. I was in Benin and I was talking to some young people and I said that how do you want to get into where you want to get to? And I said, which one of you have you been told that you are to succeed? Which one? None of you. Look at this. Okay, I'll show you this little model now. You can see this glass, I'm sure. Now take it as this is your aspiration in life. You want to become successful. You want to become rich. You want to become, really influential in life. They're not like this cup, transparent. But along the way, life does not exactly tell you that. Because I'll show you a second experiment. Please give me the second cup. Now, yes. Now let's take it that this is who you are. So when life starts, it starts all your aspirations, your mother, things are going on well. Then suddenly in life, they tell you cannot succeed. You cannot make it. You cannot win. Suddenly, this content is different from this content. A lot of us want this to happen to us, but now our lives are reporting like this. You have a choice. The choice is for you to throw this away and fetch new water. Hey, before I can say Jack Robinson, if you pour it away, it's the same thing like committing suicide. How do you transform this to this? Very simple. Instead of committing suicide, get pure information and keep loading it. It will fill it and it will displace the negative information out of your life. A lot of you know things about music. If I tell you, how many of you know songs like when the gbedu they enter body, everybody be excited. How many of you know that song? Enter body. I need somebody to say, yes, I know that song. How many of you know that song? Yes, yes, I can see it. See the number of people that know it. My goodness. My goodness. Don't break the internet. Please, please, please don't break the internet. I know the song, I know the song, I know the song, yes. How many of you know Shoko, 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 Shoko? Everyone, see. Hey, careful, don't break the internet. You know the song, see them dancing. Some people are even dancing here. How many of you know that you own 100 million naira? How many of you know that? How many of you know you own 100 million? You don't know. You don't know. Yes, you don't know. Why don't you know? It's because nobody has told you that. When you hear that music that is played to you, shoko, shoko, your mind registers it. Because nobody has told you that you own the money. It's nowhere. There's no file in your head. There's no. So for you to upload, change the iOS in your mind, You need, it's not future money. Nothing will enter. If I say twinkle, twinkle, little star, you know. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is powerful. So every day, I put information that are positive. Please give me another cup of water. Information that is positive, that is telling me that I can make it. Water. Another information that is positive. And the more I pour it, you see that the color of the glass is changing. I keep putting information that is making me better every single day. It displaces negative information from my head. And I'm able to think well. I'm able to think well so that I can cultivate better decisions every single time. I have a routine to listen to something inspiring and successful every single day, morning and night. Everybody I asked that, do you know Shoko Shoko? A lot of you have not seen Burna Boy or Wizkid one-on-one, but he has entered your head because every time you put on the radio, put on YouTube, you are listening to it. So it has entered. Some of you know the songs, but how come you don't know the systems of making money, of succeeding, having a good family? Because you have not heard anything. You need to you need to invest in yourself, in getting quality information that will help you become better. And that's why I'm putting up this course, penetrating your market. And you need to learn it. Every day, I deliberately do this. Every single day, I pour into my mind. I pour into my mind. I keep pouring into my mind things that are inspiring. What you spend your time on, you know. Not all. What you spend your time on, you know. Morning and night, I read. Yes, we need to transfer it. So that's why I'm putting, I want to transfer what I have inside me to you. I want to put it in you. I want you so I'm going to penetrate your minds. I'm going to penetrate your minds with information. Look at this water and this one. This one has improved, right? Because I've displaced a lot of negativity to put a lot of positive things. That's what I need to do. You need to transfer it. You need to invest. And that's what I'm deliberately giving you this time. Now, what am I doing? In this offer, I'm going to be putting you, if you so accept, that there's going to be a 30 days training, 30 days of what we call penetrating your market in a private area. Once you agree to this subscription, you will enter into a private community and you'll be there with us for 30 days intensive. Now, I would and day out. Every day, receive an email that has a video, is a private net. You are in a private team. And then you'll be going through the training with it and the workbook, because every day there's an assignment that you must do every single day. You will hear the time where the assignment comes, because you must do it. You have 24 hours to watch the video. You have 24 hours to do the assignment, because the next day another one is coming. For 30 days, the value of it is $997, equivalent of $358,920. If I'm able to show you, I told you that in 3 months I was able to make 100 million. Would you like to make that kind of money? If all that I do is to teach you how to be able to do that, will it be worth the price? Will it be worth the price? Of course, yes. You'll be ready to pay that kind of money if I'm going to help you to become better, help you to make the kind of money that you want to make, help you to get to the level you want to get. I will help you. This, you enter a private, it's not for everybody. This webinar is for everybody. Penetrating the market course is not for everybody. It's for people that are serious with themselves and say, look, if I die here, I die here. But listen to me, with 150,000, some of you go shopping with it and do whatever you want to do. But this one, I am ready to invest in myself. You should invest in yourself as much as possible. Now, inside that same course, now you will enter into a private, penetrating your market, private Facebook group where you can relate with a community of people that are there who understand. You meet new people. You will hear them tell you what they are doing. You will network with them. You'll be able to communicate with every single person. You ask questions. You'll be in the different networks that are there. That's the second offer for you. To be in this group of people, the value is $497, which in Naira will be 178,920 Naira. To be in that group, because I pay to get knowledge. I pay to get a lot of things. I pay to get a lot of things into my head. I love information because there are two things that will change your life: the books you read and the people you see. These are the kind of things that I need to invest myself in. Yes, buy shoe. How much is a car? A car is like 4 million or 2 million. Even if you are going to Alaba to buy a car, you buy maybe you buy maybe like even if it's a Tokumbo car, maybe 2 million, 3 million. The car depreciates every day. But if you invest in yourself, it goes higher. So the first thing that you do is that you can get a lot from the 30 days class. You join in a Facebook group, which I will be there. We'll be talking every single day. You'll be asking questions. I'll be answering you. So every day I am at your face there. This is what you have done. How have you done this? Have you done the assignment for today? What are your challenges? Where are you? What are the things there? This is you are in with me in this situation right now. Now, the third one is that you get a VIP pass to enter into a graduation webinar valued at $197. In this webinar, you are able to meet with me one-on-one online like this, and then we'll talk about the situation. You will come out, you give me your strategy. I'll hear what you are going to, how you are doing it, which one is happening to you. We will talk together in this particular session. It will go a long way in doing things for yourself. And you know, in that webinar, it will expose you into this is your decision, this is what you are doing. I had to take myself into this kind of exercise to make it happen. The value will be like $197 to be in that particular webinar, equivalent of 70,000. Like this summit, this webinar that you're in is valuable. There's content for it. I'm not charging you for this one. The information you have gotten, if you practice those information, some of you will become millionaires instantly. A young man, his Instagram name is Build It Up. Instagram name. He met me 2 years ago, 2018 to be precise, January 20th. I spoke at an event and I made 2 sentences: that hunger is the gift of God to man. And the second one I said was that connect the dots. Now, a year after, this guy has opened a real estate company with over 400 plots. If a plot of those things is like $1 million Naira, 400, listen to me. You need to improve yourself. You cannot stay poor. You need to improve yourself. You need to invest in yourself. Now, this webinar will take you to that level whereby, yes, after you have done the training, your medulla oblongata would have gotten to another level. You say, yes, this is where I'm going to. That webinar is costing like $197, 70,920. What else am I giving you in this course like this? I will give you as a bonus competitive intelligence training and access to using it. The report for 2016, 2017, 2018, I will give it to you. It will come to you and you will have it. That report showed me how to do security. I knew that security was a problem in this country, because in this report, you will find out the gaps, where to invest your training, what are the buzzwords, what are the weaknesses that are everywhere. This kind of thing happened. Now, somebody said after authentication, I now have a skincare academy. Can you imagine? You only experienced me for 1 day. Now you have a skincare academy. It's a very serious thing. I'm going to give you this platform. I will tell you how I use it, how I'm able to change from an industry where people are competing and spending a lot of money, making no money, to an industry where I was able to make my first 100 million for my bedroom, before I got an office here. In short, by the time I started making money, I now felt, how bad can it be now? Why would I? stay in my bedroom. I had to come and get an office. I had to learn how to get an office, get corporate and every single thing. Before I could say, Jack Robinson, I will give you this Global Competitive Index report, 2016, 2017, 2018, valued at $197, $70,000. I will give it to you as a bonus. I will give it to you as a bonus. And I will show you how to do it. What else am I going to give to you? Because I want you to be equipped for your transformation. In that 30 days, I'll give you a lot of things. You cannot pay me enough. Trust me. You cannot pay me enough. Trust me. A young man I met in Abeokuta, he was there, and the young man said to me, he said, Mr. King, I owe you millions. I owe you millions. I owe you millions. And that millions, I said, why? He said, I listened to you. And what I do is that I make clothes. And I told one of my friends, can I get somebody influential to wear it? And that's how the person gave it to Arole. When he gave it to Arole wore it. In a day, that boy makes an average of 100,000 naira a day. So in a month, he makes 3 million. In a year, 36 million. If that boy makes 36 million in a year, what is this amount of money that he will not pay for it? And I hope he's here today, because I want him to scale up from 36 million to 316 million. I will be happy if you own your own private jet, that if I miss a flight at the airport, I can tell you, bros, can I enter your private jet? That's what I want. I want to see you succeed in making it happen for yourself. So this one is 197. But listen, don't stop now. Listen to the very end. I have not made the offer for you. I'm going to give you the offer, but I'll tell you what you will get in this offer. So stay with me. Now, at the end, part of what I'll give you, the second bonus is I'm going to give you a penetrating your market kit. Penetrating your market kit. That is, it has a workbook, it has an MP3 that has all the recordings that we have done. It has a blue box where you have different books as gifts from me. It has also the book called Penetrating the Market, written by me with case studies, instances. You will see everything that we are teaching in that period. Everything is inside there. It's a special. You cannot have this book if you have not gone through the training. So you become part of a tribe of people that have gone through Penetrating your Market training. A woman drove from Macaulay to Lagos after the engagement and one gift. I think, you see, people are talking. People are talking. You cannot be the last person to succeed on this earth. No, the workbook, the book, the MP3, all these ones are part of everything that will come to you. Another gift, this is bonus 2. Bonus 3 is the one that will kill you finally. And this is my recorded interview session with top business leaders in Nigeria and in Africa. What did the vice president of this country tell me for 1 hour about leadership? What did the chairman of an airline tell me about how he started his business? And when I listened to him, my jaw dropped, because he's a simple man like me and you. What did this person that owns the largest real estate company tell me? How can it improve you? How can it make it better for you? Because let me tell you, you only need one information and everything changes. The whole of this thing, that interview is my prize gift to everybody. It's my super bonus, super bonus. Trust me, the value there is like $997, equivalent of $358,000. Now, this is everything I want to give to you. In case you did not hear, there's a recap of everything. What is the recap? This is what you get today. Now, what is the recap? Now, you will penetrating your market private session, private area, to give you access to everything that we're doing. You know, 358,000 naira, $997 equivalent. Penetrating your market Facebook group, like $497, which is 178,920 naira. There's VIP access for $197, equivalent of 70,920 naira. I'm also going to give you exclusive training on Global Competitive Index report, and how to use it, and how to enter into your own market, how to find out which market to enter, where to operate, and how to operate it. In 2016, 2017, 2018, I'll give this to you. Now, penetrating your market kit with all the brochures, MP3, everything that we're talking about, I'll give it to you, valued at 70,000 naira. Now, the recorded session with all my mentors, all my big men that I relate with, even actors like RMD and the likes, what RMD said, how he transited from acting into commissioner and back into acting, how he's been able to be the most influential actor in the whole of Africa. How did he do it? What did he do? That session is available for you. All this I will give you if you take a bold step to register for this course. Now, if you were to put everything together, what does this cost come to? $3,082, equivalent of 1.1 million naira. Trust me, if I were to teach you this and you are able to make 100 million, would it be wrong for you to pay me 1.1 million naira? Now, you tell me that. You tell me. I did that in 90 days when I knew how to be able to penetrate my market in 90 days. If you were to make this kind of money, would it be wrong for me to say, pay me 1 million naira? Yeah, yes, I agree. Be bold, yes. But for me, I have a special offer for you, and that is the offer I want to give. I will give you everything, and I'll recap it again, and I'll tell you what I'll do. This whole thing, penetrating your market private area, and then the Facebook group, and the VIP pass, and the competitive intelligence report, and the penetrating your market, the kit, and the recorded session with all my mentors, everything totally $3,000, equivalent of 1.0. This is what I am going to do now. I am going to give you, because you are in this webinar today, because you are here today, and I'll leave this thing on for like the next few days for you people. So in case you cannot take the decision today, you can take that decision tomorrow. I would also want you to say, yes, I'm ready to take that decision. And this is the offer I have for you. Are you ready? This is the offer now. Instead of paying me $3,000 or pay me 1.1 million, this is what I'll do. I will ask you to pay as little as $300, $308, 120,000 naira only. Instead of paying me 1.1 million, 120,000 naira. That means all the things I have told you, the value is that you only pay me 4,000 naira a day. 4,000 naira a day for 30 days, me and you, dedicated. And I'll give you everything that I've said here, everything. I'll give it to you. Am I not being fair? Am I not being fair? What will happen is simple, because I want to see you succeed. I want a better Nigeria. I want a better Africa. I want a better US. I want everybody to have an opportunity. I want you to succeed. I want you to make it happen. I want you to win. I know that the things I've said in this webinar are too much, are plenty. So what I will do is that this video will be made available to everybody that have subscribed. I will send the link of this video to you so you can watch it. And after watching, you can click the link you see under to subscribe. Now, the course will start July 1st for 1 month. So it gives you time to prepare. July 1st, I will start that course. Instead of paying 1.1 million, just pay 120K. And then 30 days with me and you, I will put something in you that will change every single thing. I retired from the business at 44, when I was 44 years old. My children are living well. My wife is happy. I am not quarreling. Money is not my problem. But if my society is not working, I have a responsibility to make it. And I want you to make it happen. How many of you are interested in that deal? I need you to show with a hand that, yes, I'm interested. You are going to look for that cash and pay and say, this one, I am going to do this one. At a certain point, you must take a decision for yourself. You must take that decision that, look, I cannot carry last in my life again. I have suffered. If you don't believe anything, believe Ubong King that you have seen. Those of you that are on YouTube, go to YouTube there, and it will tell you my whole story. I am not playing games with you. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I want you to be on top of your game. I want you to win every single time. Trust me, no matter the industry you are in, there is something that can happen. Take, for example, you want to invest in yourself. If you go and buy shoes and car, shoes and t-shirt and go, you will spend more than that. But transform your life. All I ask you is remove the money for 2 shoes, 2 jeans trousers, 2 shirts, or 2 suits. Remove the money. Or 3 shoes, 3 gowns. Just remove it and say, King, let me trust you with this and see if you will not buy 100. You will buy 100 more. And I'm excited that you stayed with me for this event. I'm happy that you came out, and I don't take it for granted that you are here with me today, and I want to be with you. Some of your friends need to hear this. Some of your friends need to be a part of this. Warn them, tell them that, look, this is an offer of a lifetime. This is an offer of a lifetime, and they can do it. I know you spent a lot of time with me, almost 1 hour, 45 minutes. I have heard your story at Thinkation. That was just a piece. I will give you 30 days of story. Nothing shakes me now. I have been there. I have seen it. I know what it means to be poor. I know what it means to be rich. I know the journey. I will take you there. I want to hold you. I will hold you and take you there. Let me show you. I want serious-minded people. Let's do this together. Are you with me? I hear you. I want to say thank you for being here. And very soon, those of you that are here, you get an email, or those of you that are on Instagram that did not join in the Zoom class, because for you to be on the Zoom, you must have filled in a form. But this one, I will give you an opportunity. You will see the link and then you go. But also, I'll make this video available to you public, so you can learn everything that I've showed you. Learn everything, all the strategy, and try it. In short, don't even subscribe to it. Try any of the strategies. If the strategies don't work, don't subscribe. I don't want your money. I don't want to stay. But if you try this strategy and it works, then know that there's more. All the 14 laws I've given to you, try them. If it doesn't work, don't listen to me. If it doesn't work, don't listen to me. But if it works, trust me with more of you. I want to say have a fantastic day, and I know that you are in good hands. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you. The link will be made available to every single one so you can watch it. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day. See you next time. This thing is on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and look at it. It's on, I'm going to put it on Facebook, everywhere, so you can look at it. Tell your friends, look, my brother, you missed, my sister, you missed, and it will go a long way for yourself. I don't care whatever you have, you can do more for yourself. Have a fantastic time, and see you on the other side. And good day. And I don't take it for granted that you came to this webinar. I don't take it for granted that you gave me your time. I don't take it for granted that you have trusted me with your life. I don't take it for granted that you have trusted me with your resources, which you are going to pay. I'm taking it because I want to be a part of you. And I want you to get serious with your life. Do have a fantastic night, and God be with you wherever you are from the world. Okay, please, one last thing. Can you do me one thing in just 1 minute? Which part of the world are you in now? If you're in Nigeria, and the US, South Africa, every single thing, just type it. Lagos, Abuja, whatever. Just tell me, Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, wherever. I want to know. Thank you, thank you. I can see Nigeria, Lagos. Go on. Yes, Benin. Wow, wow, wow. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. Akwa Ibom. Whoa, Ogun State. Whoa. Oh, wow, wow. South Africa. Whoa, Ibadan. Bayelsa. Oh, Canada. Woo-wee. Wow, wow. Dublin. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Somebody from Kigali, Rwanda. Oh, my goodness. Benin, Nigeria. Warri, Port Harcourt. Oh, Ogun State. Auchi. My goodness. Port Harcourt. Wow. Kaduna, Abeokuta. Oh, wow. Honestly, I'm overwhelmed right now. Umuahia, I was in Umuahia yesterday. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. See you very soon. Hey, from Benin, the refinery. See you and do have a fantastic. From the UK. Oh, wow. Everywhere. Yes, I will. I will sponsor it. Don't worry, I will. I will. I wanted people that are organic first. I don't want people outside. I want people organic. I want to know where you are from. From Austria. Oh, wow. From Kwara. My goodness. Florida. Whoa. Thank you very much. I need to prepare because tomorrow I have a very, from Benin Republic. Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed here. From Texas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Do have a fantastic day and God be with you. And I'll do everything to get you to where you are, to where you should be. Anybody that has laughed at you, laughed too soon. They made a mistake laughing at you. They thought your story was over. A lot of things will happen to you. A lot of things will happen to you. Thank you for being a part of what is happening right now. And I don't take it for granted. You have made my day by coming and listening to me. God be with you. I wish you the very best and get ready for more. Do have a fantastic day and enjoy. Bye for now. Those of you on YouTube, thank you. Those of you on Zoom, thank you. Those of you on Instagram, thank you. And every single one of you that has gotten this by email or by link or whatever, thank you very much. And see you. Please, I would desire more for you to register for that course and be there very soon. Have a fantastic day and God bless you all. Bye for now.